Hi. How's it going? Welcome back to the factory. We are currently observing probably the most involved solution, or like one of the most difficult, successful lightsabers I've made. This required some configuring. But we did it. And now we can continue. Welcome to the future, officially. Welcome to the Collected Works of Independent Research number 2. I don't really have anything fancy to say today. I know I didn't use my usual intro. I was gonna do my usual intro because I had a plan to start an hour early and it would be like a big dramatic cool thing, but then I ended up being late for that, so I rounded down to being on time, and I guess that's my intro for this time. You know what? I think we need to start off with something nice and calm and simple. Let us do a Sigmar's Garden to get our minds in the right space. Let's see here. We have a forced burst move. Very interesting. Now we get to choose. Where's lead? Ooh. Very interesting. So the only way to do that would be to remove this Vita, and then these two waters. I see a nice collection of waters we can use to cut through, and then here's some mores we can use. This would force the last Vita more. Actually, no, there's two more. This Vita, this mores, this mores. Interesting. Either way, I think we're incentivized to remove this fire and then one of these two fires. Which one? I'm not sure. This one would unlock access to the tin, which we might want to get through this way because going the other way requires this quicksilver to be used on this lead specifically. That said, this fire is holding up a bunch of salt, which we might want, but we're going to get that way anyway because we're going to remove these waters here. So I think, yes, I want to open the way to tin like so. Then we can water here, we can water here. And now we want to get rid of the Vitamorse as good as possible. We could get rid of this Morse in this process instead of this one. That's going to gum up our options here, but I think I want to remove these two Morses because then we can get this Earth, which can clear this Earth, and this Earth can clear like double Earth here and some convoluted complication. So I think at the very least, this is fine. It's this one where we have to make sure we know what we're doing. We go this way. Okay, this is cleared purely by a quicksilver. Where's iron? Iron is here. Getting to that is not a problem. I kind of want to clear this as soon as possible, but not without taking out that earth, which means maybe we use that quicksilver for lead. Or maybe tin. Because we get rid of this Vita, we have to fight through all the green. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think going... This one's load bearing one of the greens we would want, but we could also just quicksilver this out. Or do we want that one? There's a lot of options here, and that's making me paralyzed. This gets us fire and then some water early. This one gets us another earth. This might also be a way to get down to the iron, but we need to get this way to copper. We need this earth out of the way for copper. It means maybe we get this. We do need to open up more Vitas ASAP. If we cut through this way, this whole earth problem becomes a lot less of a problem. Fire is not load bearing. Earth is load bearing. Let's get another earth online. Now we gotta pick where the lead goes. I think I want to open this Vita for use. Specifically to get rid of this more so that we can cut in to get the copper easy. So you and you. Okay, now this Morse can be deleted with this Vita. We have a lot of earth to work with. I'm going to remove this earth and this earth to promote getting to iron. Final Vita Morse is off the table. This earth. Hold. Let's remove the air. Then we can get... the 3 quicksilvers are this one, and this one. This one's not load bearing. We'll save it for as late as possible. This one's holding down a fire and an earth and the way to clear through here. This one is technically not load bearing. No matter what, we need to get rid of this air or this earth to get to this copper, and we only need one of them. So this is the most restrictive, even if it doesn't feel like it emotionally. Now we want to start clearing some everything else. Water is close to being off the board. I can easily do this, and the moment I get rid of this fire or this salt, we're good to go. I get rid of this fire because it's the most load-bearing. The waters are off the board. Fires are off the board. This earth and this earth are okay, because then the airs can be safely put off the board like this. Copper, silver, earth off, salt, salt, gold. Seems good. Okay, now we're ready. Let me just, this is the correct page. Fantastic. We got some wacky ones today, and no threads. I'm sad about that. Well, let's start with compound anesthetic. So it's interesting, we effectively need to make 2 separate things. And we got a lot of salt to do it. So I imagine the idea here is this takes 6 Mors, this takes 3 Vita, this takes 6 salt, this takes 3 salt. The easiest way to go about this logically would be, since I assume, well, we do have an Oberon breaker. Unnecessary. What we can do is we can simply make for every round of product 1 compound anesthetic part B and 2 compound anesthetic part A. I think that works good. Another question is how we go about deciding to manufacture all of this. We're essentially going to need 2 factories. Say 2 for making the compounds, 2 up north and 2 down south. Just distribute it even. As for how to do this, doesn't seem too complicated. Let's start with the Vita side, because it seems a bit simpler. And actually, we don't even need more than 1. I could... Ooh, no. Add some space so I can do what I want to with this. My hope is to do something like put it in. You can imagine the whole hexagon is here. Forward twist. It's now ready for the next element. But I also need a way to get in the salt. So do this. This is going to be a piston-full one, I feel. I'm okay with that. Meanwhile, the Morse side of things will be larger, but pretty much the same in principle. All we gotta do is... I suppose it'd be something like that. Over push, and then assault push. Oh, hold on. Discovered a flaw in my logic. This is gonna collide with this immediately. I can't do that. Can only really bring them in from this side. So if I... Even doing that's gonna cause problems. I could grab early and just move over twice. Go. Like grab, turn while this, well, we can grab at the same time. Turn, turn, push, turn. Let, oh no, 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 no. That will not give it time to twist. Okay, then we can just move, grab the salt one frame earlier, and I think that'll be okay. Alright, this will work. Hey Lark, welcome to Double Ore Day. I'm thinking through a lot of things here. A lot of science, a lot of experiments. I think I got a plan, but I need to make sure it works on both sides. It's a bit easier for this side because this one doesn't need the doubler. Because the Morris will just want to push instead of twisting. And then finally we, keep up with the piston precedent. And to do that. And we should have something that's pretty close to good. All we have to do is make it happen. So push, reset. Oh, sorry, forward reset. We gotta make sure we're having piston commands here. 1 and 2 will do the exact same thing. We are going to need for each cycle 6 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that should be our loop. Arms number 3 and what I will make 4 are going to handle movement. 3 will turn that way, 4 will turn that way. They will then push up. 4 can reset immediately. 3 needs to do a twist. And then reset. I'm realizing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't do this at max speed. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yes, that's 7. Gap of 3 between each of these, unfortunately. A tragic loss of speed if I ever did see one. That's okay though, we can proceed. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that is the Vitamore section. Now we need the salt. For number 5, which is you, we want to grab... We need to grab one later. Turn, turn. Forward, twist, reset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's looking worse all the time. Oh well. In, out, forward. It's necessary. Unless... No, that just makes it worse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That might work. So instead of going right, we go in right. I think I'm onto something. In, right, forward, twist, reset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. Doing this with number 6 is going to be trickier. Unless we twist to the right. No, we can't twist to the right. We'd have to twist left. Which means it can do the exact same thing. Grab in left, forward, twist, reset. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this should make both of these, except this one will overmake and explode. I realized my mistake. Darn it. I may be trying unnecessarily to keep the speed good, but I want to keep the speed good. This would be a problem on this side as well, yeah. What if we just... You know, on side number 5, this might work well if we just completely provoke this idea and just go grab, turn. So just grab it and turn with it. Same timing. It would work. Number 6 needs to follow suit, I think. Hey. This does change the logic. Three out, I have an idea. Oh. Part of my idea would like these two to be swapped. Like so. If we're doing this, we can bring it a little closer. From here, we can swap out this with the multi-bonder and then start thinking about a big ol' rotato-matron. Why is it registering them as there? This is where they end up. Huh. No worries. So the idea is from here, at a distance of 2, we can keep rotating this around to make more of the system. And then at the very end, we can just sort of shimmy it backwards and turn it into the thing. On this side, we can do something very similar. Except we can't put it in the middle because there's not enough room. Yeah, from here, just 3 and 5 would be set. I think this might actually end up making this whole assembly faster, so I'm excited. It means there's a lot more moving parts, but it means those moving parts are doing more good. Or, like, are faster individually, which means that they're more efficient. Kind of the phrasing I wanted there. So then it will be the responsibility of numbers 7 and 8 to get those to a good configuration. Number 7 has the easiest job in the world, it just needs to rotate once. Number 8's job is actually gonna... it's in the way of itself. And that's bad. What we want is like a way for it to like rotate the arm instead of the it. I'd love to just pick it up and turn it over twice, but I can't fit it in the middle without colliding with itself trying to drop it off at the output. The end result is we want this here facing here. We could grab, turn it here. That would make the salt horizontal, and then turn it here. I did not expect the smaller one to be the harder of the two. Oof. Failure. Okay, we need a new manipulation. If we grab from here and go here, it would be here. And then here, twist it in. But that's going to collide with number 9 even harder. Yep. We may need to lose hyperspeed here. I don't know if it's going to work out for us. Hold on. If 8 theoretically twists, we might have an extra move we could do. Another option is, what's stopping us from constructing it the other way? That might give us more options. Now it could spin this way. Hold on. I just thought of an idea. What if we go the other way? I don't think we have enough time to go the other way, but what if we went the other way? No, we would be able to reverse this around once. But we need 2 moves. At like 2 arm distance. See, that works, but then we hit ourselves. Yeah, this will not work. Which means that we are going to have to slow this down. So let's see here. Nominal movement would be just over by 1, and that's just backwards. So we don't want that. One is a twist out and then a rotate in. Hello! We'd also go back to the older style of construction, where we stagger these a little bit. In fact, what's stopping number 5 from just moving down? Collision, that's what. That's not a real problem. What is a real problem is making sure these don't collide anywhere. What if it alternated? Well, we wouldn't be able to multi-well with that. Yeah, let's just go back to here. Rotate like this. Yeah, there's no manipulation that gives us the clearance we need for this without wasting time. So assuming this is the final hexagon, we need to go... We need to move it out first. Oh, we could do this backwards and simply do it twice. So, twist out forward. No, we can't. Not from there, at least. From here, yes. Oh, that's so slow. But nestled in this is hope, because this can be repeated. One up, please. Thank you. We need a wait on there. Is there any moment in time where this is not being grabbed by anything? No. We are going to have to double up this a lot then. So 1, 2... Let's just use our normal repeat marker system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would have loved to make a really small loop, but that's not going to be viable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, in truth, these are not going to be repeated, because number 3 is going to do something else. So in truth, this is our break. 1, 2, 3, and then that last one, it deviates from its job right here. It dips it somewhere else. And there's our output. Now all we need is a similar mechanism for the 7 side. Its final move... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, so 7 needs to be... done... in conjunction with the next rotation. So it's just off by a complete cycle. so that that move is perfectly aligned. 5, 6. And then the last thing it does... much earlier than that. Here. That should get it out of the way. Actually, 7 can do much better. It can simply grab, turn right, turn right. Let go, left, left. Grab, reverse. That should be fast enough. Actually, I think it's the same amount of time, all things considered. There might be a way to do this faster. Right, 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 forward. Reset immediately. I don't think that helps anything, but I think it looks cooler. All right, that's a solve. Trickier than anticipated. Anticipated. Pretty good on cycles as I expected. Cost of weeze, a lot of pistons. Area, not too bad. Pretty good for an initial solve. So, I would like to move on to something with only one output, please. I guess I'll pick Sleeping Tonic. We'll go on to the metals later. Oh, you've tricked me. You've tricked me. There's one of each. Oh, but we only have stabilized water and stabilized earth to work with. I see the thing. These are two halves of effectively reversed items. The salt's the same, but the rest of it's weird. And they have given us no Oberon Breaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, this is actually very, very strange. Very strange. They've given us no glyph of duplication. No Oberon Breaker. And while the numbers... they pan out, they don't pan out to anything I like looking at. It means... oh... it means the salt for the Vitamorse gets clipped off of the water and earth respectively. That's what that means. Interesting. Actual construction of the wings is fine, but what we need to do is we need to take in a stabilized salt and a stabilized water, snipe off the salts to make the Vitamorse, then reattach them. Cool. So let's do it. Now that means that glyph of calcification is completely unnecessary. Just debond it. Get one for each side. Let's start with something. Flip this around. The Morse goes with here. So my plan is to like flip this over, snip it, then put it in, then the Morse will come out here, and then we'll just pick them up and rebond them. There are probably better ways to do this, but this one is mine. I do like that this one can be strictly symmetric. Perfectly so. Kinda. Grab right, grab right, release. Oops. That's backwards. And that's why they gave us 2 of these. The second one can be used easily with the other counterpart elsewhere. Okay. That gives us this to work with. A 6-hander could just pick up both of them and get to work. But a 6-hander of length 2 might have better success. Oop. Like that. Wait a minute, that won't help because they won't be next to each other anymore. Fool that I am. Unless... Well, no, because then we can't pick him up. Never mind all this. It just means it's going to take multiple moves, because if I try and, like, move it by track, the track itself will block me from putting a bonder. And if I rotate, it's going to have to get 2 to clear the glyphs it's already on. Which means the fast way to do it would be to have 2 arms. Arranged in a sort of this kind of way. I'm thinking about the ways that we can connect this. I think it would be cool if we could get these to be in position on like a triple bonder like this as the Vita construction arrives. It's going to heavily limit the orientations we can pull this off with. Imagine pulling these back, letting go, then this is the water. Well, this is the earth in this case. And then it can swing out to, let's say it's here, bonded. We grab it from here, we can rotate here. Holding it by the outside, it might have room if it were like this, with these splayed outwards. Part of me wishes I could do like an Infinifactory nonsense thing where I just put like dummy marbles in place. Just to test collision. This is going to be a lot more vertical. And I'm going to do this with track for maximum having clearance. The bonder goes here. We'll pick up 1 out, then reset. Trying to do piston commands on a track. Classic blunder. Oh. Wait a minute, if this is going to be a move of Earth from here to here, then number 4 doesn't need to do this at all. Number 4 can just be the rotation. Like so. Have its work cut out for it to actually leave. But now I want to check if this is purely a dummy test. See if it has clearance to do that spin. No. Not too bad. That just means that we'll have to do that spin alongside it arriving. So like this. Good. I mean, the water's backwards, but that's not the problem here. 1. Yeah, so hypothetically, 1, 2, 3, let go. Turn right, grab, turn right. Now you're asking how the heck is that going to work? Like this. And just like that, we got something going for us. Now, it's not actually grabbing by number 5, right? Or by this edge right here. Which means we could theoretically get this out of here using it. Though space clearance is unlikely. Say another turn. Actually, let's just let go there. Turn, and that's going to be functionally our reset. What if we turn one more with number 4? We hit number 5. So number 4 cannot do this. This might work. A hypothetical reset on both of these. We simply grab here, turn. What happens? Number 4, you need to stop doing your exit turn and please reset immediately. Ho 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 ho! And then in principle, we could maybe do some kind of... We could do a twist. I worry that number 5 will accidentally grab it, but we're actually a cycle early for it to grab it. So we should be able to just twist and then drop it. Now, expectedly, number 5 is the speed restraint on all of this, but I'm okay with that. So number 6 is holding it here. It's going to do a little twist and do that. This is... We need to flip this around again. Yeah, this is the more side. Back when I thought we were going to go back in this direction. That makes sense why I did that wrong. Okay. Now we just need to just wipe that out for a second. Copy all of this, mostly. And put it here. You need to be returned to your original position here. You need to be placed in that equivalent position here. You're supposed to be Earth. You're supposed to be water. Grab the whole thing, rotate it so that you can see the whole thing on the screen, and this should be a solution. Pretty good. I thought of an improvement. Using number 5 as our baseline here. What if we went grab, right, right, let go, grab, right. That would put us in position to be ready. And it's 2 cycles faster than the equivalent. Let go, grab, right. Let go, right. So now this is faster. Yeah, I remember that problem. But there's a way we can solve that too. Brick, number 3, and number 7. Number 3 and number 7 can be improved, because now that we know that this clearance thing isn't much of a problem, because it was the old number 4 that was that problem. Swap 3 to a piston, remove the track, and convert that to a pull command. Same goes for number 7. Why is 7 starting with a turn command? Yeah, and you may be thinking, yeah, this is still a problem, but consider number 4 can now move 1 less, which means number 8 can move 1 less. Because we can move this to here. I've discovered an issue. That's the issue. Yep. What if it twisted it? Like, what if we moved it here and then 4's final move was a twist? Number 6 can now grab... Number 6 can grab earlier if it grabs from a different spot. Ooh. Well, number 5 doesn't need to finish its job until number 4 finishes its job. I guess in that case, we could delay number 5 even further by having the twist happen first. There we go. Then number 6 can pick up here. Can't grab from there. What if 6 goes here and turns right? Problems over here, which I shall summarily ignore. Oh, it's because we've been manipulating number 9? Well, this whole section will have to be duplicated eventually anyway. Oh, right, I'm missing a product. Put that there. That back. Ooh, it works. Where does it end up? There? What if I do it with an arm length of 2? Ho, 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 ho. That fits. I like this. So now we just copy that over. He's copying all of this. Get this out of the way. Copying all of this, save that. Then we can put our second Earth here and our second product. I want to make that shape. Are we good? We are not good. Why aren't we good anymore? 6 is still doing its old commands, which means that number 9 is as well. Here we go. This'll do it. I'm missing you. I gotta say, that's a pretty clean solution. Nice solve. Nice solve all around. Low area, low cycles. Cost kind of went up a little bit. Cost is wildly varying, I see. But yeah, we're fast. Happy about that. Okay. Well, they tricked me into having 2 product already. Let's go for... I guess we'll do the 1 iron and then the bubble coppers. Just to keep it clean. Okay, so the only particular here is that we have 2 objects of slightly different chirality, and they are giving us reactive earth and leaden earth. Interesting. Very interesting. So immediately we have to find a way to get that salt. Found it. Ooh, this is gonna be a tricky one. We're gonna have to do some metal math. So it's gonna be lead, then tin, then iron, which means for one of these, we want a lead. We want effectively 3 of something, of anything. We could go lead, fuse them together to make tin, and then quicksilver to ascend to iron. Or we could do lead double quicksilver. Lead double quicksilver seems a bit more sane, and it gives me an idea of how to do the salt. Because if we're going to be doing the quicksilver, we need to cut the quicksilver off. And if we're cutting the quicksilver off, we're going to be left with 2 latent earths. And with 2 latent earths, we can use them as the earth as part of this. Next problem, and like the next benefit actually, is that we don't even need to debond this. It can keep its other element. We just calcify it while it's being projected. So if you can imagine, like, we just push this in here, this gets promoted twice while we get 2 new salts. We then can move this forward and either push it up with an earth here and then move sideways to get the double earths for this one. Or... no, because the iron is also flipped. So it's actually better to think of this as either combining it on the top or bottom. Which is interesting. My instinct is to make a conveyor belt. Looking this over, does that help matters a bit? It means I can easily attach it by pushing this way. It does mean Quicksilver has a bit more of a path to take. Let's try and make this real compact, at least with the glyphs. Then the arms can do some journeys. Let's say we can do that. Let's say a hypothetical long arm here, grab, move it over, move it over like this. Then we can unbond it here. This is always going to be in the way. There's no... I mean, we can do that, but 1, 2, 3... Whoa! If we do the salting later, arbitrarily, this is fine. All we'd have to do then is something like grab, push, push. Well, no. Oof. Grab, push, push. The earth is in the way of itself. Grab, push, push. Nope. Not enough room. Well, then let's not salt it. Can't do it the other way. Well, we could do it the other way. It's just inconvenient. Drop. I'm overcomplicating this in the interest of fancy. This might not be good for me. Just have this compulsion to make it near symmetric. Number 4 is now number 1. This I can see working. Like so. But then that would require... It could be done if simply all of this were flipped. And then we just cut forward a little bit just to catch that last section. Then upon one's arrival, number 4 can grab, turn. Alright, that's number 3. That's a complete excess. 1, 2, and then no room to push further, but this can be when specialized equipment comes into play. Number 5 can both prepare. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other way. Oof. This is an easy solve. Number 4 and 3 simply need to swap. Oh. Right. I moved it back a little. Oh, then this works perfectly. Number 2 can just move forward twice. Six. Combined with number 3. This is looking good now. Naturally, I have to make sure number 6 rotates the other way. Then I'm thinking we're going to need a tracked bit here just to ensure the second one gets put in appropriately. Oh no, I understand what I'm doing wrong. This is going to need to be much bigger. Much bigger. The loop is much larger. One side needs to go through this twice. And then what to do with our... Well, the hope is that it would go in and connect. It won't connect well like this. Number 4 needs to push out. It's earth, it collects again. Drop, that's when number 6 can start going in. 1, 2, 3, put it on a track. And then one further. I see it, I see it, I see it. 4 does not need to do anything else. At this moment, we can pick up this one with a brand new number 7 that we've never seen before. Go forward, you go forward. Then we'll have this here. In this rectangle. And theoretically, we could now bring it in. Back forward, reset. Number 6 needs to leave. Okay. Okay, now we just have to do this again on the other side. It occurs to me that number 5 has done nothing and can be removed. Yes, okay. Number 5 can be turned into a regular arm. Though I don't think I can reposition it. No, I can. I can have it grab from here, which means it only needs to go that far. Like, this does all this. It just needs to do this again. So we need to... Number 1 does not need to be duplicated. Number 1 simply needs to go again. Many of these elements do not need to be duplicated at all, but I wish to for symmetry. Number 2 also simply needs to go again. Twice, technically. Number 3 needs to be duplicated. Its rotation angle changed and done 3 spaces after its counterpart. Number 5 needs to be duplicated and start at the exact same time the new number 4 would. Its orientation should also be reversed. Number 7 is going to need to be duplicated. Started 1 cycle after the command given to the second repeat of number 3, which would be here. Boom. It also needs its own track. Finally, number 9 needs to be duplicated here. And started corresponding with its middle track move happening at the same time of the release of its sliding counterpart here. Okay, another improvement that I think I can make is I can make this do that, make a cool diamond out of it. You start in the back, turn these from pistons into non-pistons, and have all of their commands be track moves. I think that works. I have this. Oh! That is the nature of the trapezoid. Is there a timing issue? I thought I saw a timing issue. Number 2. We are repeating without the delay. That's the problem. 2 space buffer for everything. Pretty good. I've clearly not made something that's hyper efficient in any category. It's decently efficient in some categories, but I like it because it's symmetric. A nice little symmetric solve. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. Now on to the coppers. We got resonant dust and blue vitriol. How are these going to be complicated? I see. Once again, they have bamboozled me by having 2 products. This is just the 2 products page, apparently. And they're only giving me reactive tin. Fantastic. Oh, and there's iron in this one too. All right, they're really hiding these on us, huh? So we want to make resonant dust part B, resonant dust part A. So we're gonna need to make like 2 completely different. Okay, yeah, this is weird. Got the projection ready to go. We've got the Van Berlo, sorry, the Oberon breaker, not the Van Berlo wheel. We got this as well. So at 10, we're at 10 right now. Getting to iron is a simple matter of fusing these together. So we just pick it up, fuse it with itself, we get iron. We can do that 3 times, we get 3 irons. And then the 4th, we could Oberon break that tin and just use the Quicksilver as a core. In truth, we would probably want to start with the Quicksilver core and then do the cool twist in place trick. Just to make this easy. As for this, I can't help but wonder if purifying is the way to go. Okay, so step 1, we elevate this to iron. Then we do it again and project it into, purify it into copper. That doesn't really give us any benefit. With 4 of these, through purification, ignoring the Quicksilver, we would have 4 tin. That would give us 2 iron and 1 copper. And there would be 3 Quicksilver that we could use to make the spokes of this wheel, and then 1 that we throw away. Which is interesting. This process gives us, the way I'm describing it with pure purification, gives us 1 extra Quicksilver. What if we used that over here? What if that was our core? Okay, this is an interesting thing. Forget the breaker. We're going lossy. We're going lossless today. We take 4 of these. Each one of them is cut. I mean, they'll have to be cut anyway. But going left, they'll be cut with the intention of becoming 4 tins and 4 Quicksilvers. The tins will be combined into 2 irons, which will be combined into 1 copper. Doing that will leave us 4 Quicksilvers ready to go. 1 of them will be taken over here. The other 3 will make the spoke of this wheel, making the resonant dust part A. That Quicksilver will go over here, and then we're going to swap to making these projected into irons to make the spokes on this side. I like this. Very interesting. It's going to be slow, but I think I'm happy. So let's talk track. The first thing we're going to do for everything, no matter what it is cut. Now let's just do a linear cut. So how many is that going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. No other reagents, just this one. Would have been nice if we had 2 for what I'm trying to do. Okay, let's start on this. We're gonna make it easier for now to do the copper. We could maybe cut track and go south for the other one. Go this way. Actually, let's try and make it so that the Quicksilver is a bit clearer of the path. You can actually pick up by the Quicksilver and not have any problems. Perhaps. Then we can do something like this. Number 2 will pick up, number 4 will pick up, number 4 will go that way, number 2 will go that way. And number 5 will pick up 1, 2, 3, 4 to start. Number 3 is you. Turn that way. Reset, reset, reset. You want to go this way, reset. Not you. Then you will happen on iteration 3. 1, 2. Meanwhile, number 2 and 3 will go again. The 1, 2, 1, 2. We will need to move this iron out of the way, but that is trivial to accomplish. So. See if we can do like a little... we could do 1 out and 1 down. That would be... That's track compliant. So number 7 would be here, and it would... We'll prep these for go. What's it safe to pick up? At the cycle after number 3 goes. So here, we'll go track forward. I want to keep this one empty as long as possible to make sure that these don't collide anywhere badly. There. Then here, but the other way. Oh, careful, number 1. It's accidentally resetting you early. Let's just put a little time buffer. Okay, that's good. We have our copper. Now let's make our wheel. I wonder if there's some kind of fanciness I could do with these. Like I move backwards here and then I kind of twist downwards. That wouldn't work. That would make a straight line. I'll say I can't do anything. 8 will go there. At the moment number 7 is done, it will track back. Start twisting. At that time, we will have numbers 9 and 10 ready to go. Just want to make sure that there's no collisions up to this point. Didn't think there would be, but I wanted to be sure. on the track. The moment number 8 gets into action, that's our timing cue for 9 and 10. Where 9 can grab left, grab left. Number 10 can go here. Reset, reset. 1, 2, 3, 4. We turn left from here, assuming it's this. 1, 2, turn, and we are good. So that's the copper side of things. Now for the iron. 8 is accidentally been given a piston command, my bad. Beautiful! Okay, now we just have to manipulate something for here. Kind of hesitant to give number 1 more work. But I think instead what I'd like to do four, 2, 1. I think this one leaving should be not much room to work with. Would have liked it to be number 4, but there's not enough space. So I'll do it by you, just illegally moving another time. I'll look at that here. And then I think I want to move arm number 1 up here, just to give me space to do 3 actions down here. Then... wrong way. We're gonna have these pistons doing the work once number 1 stops. And we can actually start 2 earlier because 1's busy elsewhere. The grab, grab, pull, 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 reset. Do this 3 times. Ho, ho, ho. Then, we're thinking about just the easiest permutation of this. We move that there. We move this here. Actually, 2, 3, 4. There is room. Beautiful. Okay, this changes everything. You no longer need to be the one to do this. It can be done by, I think number 5 is best. It'll put it here. Then we can simply start grabbing and twisting. And we'll have to do it with track just for the fine-tuned manipulation. Okay, your secret second job ends here, which means number 13 you can pick up, go here at any time. Meanwhile, we will have a second arm, number 14, here to pick up once 11 and 12 are good. It should be good the moment they let go. Turn, reset. Shut out 1 pass, just looking at the pattern. This can pick up and go here at this point. Twist, 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 twist. Then however we choose to drop it off, let's say a right turn, 1, 2, twist, good. That should be solved. Let's try it. Good. Good. And get rid of that. This might ruin everything. It did. Frankly, I could have expected. We're gonna have to eyeball this. I'm just gonna get it as low as it can while still working. Whoa. Frankly, I'm impressed. Any closer? 2, 3, 4, grab. 2. Okay. Not any closer. This is the minimum. I like it. I think the solution is kind of clean. Pretty good. Cost is abysmal, but that's just what happens when you use a lot of arms. And I overfancied it a little bit, but I like it. Okay. Will this one have two reagents? 2 products, I mean. Yes, it will. And the only difference between them is a difference between a salt and a quicksilver. Given to us for this task is rust, more rust, and reactive water. Cool. So, what are our options here? Well, we're naturally going to need to... Oh, okay, we got a lot of this for this one. I guess it just means we're not restricted. Okay, let's start here. This one's very minimal, but very weird in the balance. Let's start with this one. Theoretically, we would need... Huh. Copper, quicksilver. Okay, so we definitely need one of these. So this is the entirety of this. But there's no clean way of getting a copper without an excess water, and I guess that's why we want this. Unless we balance it on the other side. So, theoretically, we take one of these and 2 of these. We cut these off and refine them into a copper, recombine it into one of these, bond it with this completely untouched, and we're good. But then we have an extra water. Bring that over here. We have an extra water, then what do we need? We need 2 elements and a copper. That could also be done with 2 iron. Or an iron and a quicksilver. It's equivalent. And in doing that, we can... get some wild stuff going. So we combine these into a water, and copper. Maybe we combine these into a water, salt, and copper. Just fuse them together with one of these. I need one of these over here. Interestingly, for something that has quicksilver, I'm not really looking to do any projection. So we should think of this as making 2 waters and a copper. Oh, and then what if the quicksilver is the thing that splits? Give a quicksilver here to be that, give a water here, make it the salt to be that. Cool. That means this stands at the intersection of these two worlds. Trying to make the least invasive track. There. Now we just do this, separate out whatever we're doing to either side. I mean, it doesn't need to be the salt. Maybe that's an unnecessary overcomplication. Because going to this side, it feels a lot more convenient if a random provider is just a thing that we can slap onto the end. And that's better as water. Okay, the next thing we need is a nice refinement setup. We could even make this... Okay. We're going to do surgery on a grape here. I'm going to make a factory that builds water copper waters, and it makes water copper waters consistently. We're going to send it over here, salt the water, add this other water to the end, and we're going to have part B. The other way, we're going to deliberately manually separate that water, put in the quicksilver, and then put the water back on. I think that's fine. This is going to be inefficient, but I kind of enjoy the idea of having this be modular. Means we don't have to worry about this. It all comes from the same place. Oh, but we could just have these be two separate factories. Oh well. Compartmentalization it is. Grab, turn, track over. This is the track, by the way. Ooh, I could imagine like a nice little configuration we do here. Making it fit. Well, no, it's fine. We'll just have a big arm on a track back here. Grab, turn, track, reset. You are also the same. Rotate the other way. There we are. Next, for the construction of the water, well, not the water, but the thing that this is. I imagine a track that goes like this here, a track that goes like this here, and a track that goes like this here. Let's just say this is a grab plus. Number 4 will have to grab here. This will be the E to go. Grab plus reset. You'll be grab plus plus. You won't reset quite yet. You will be the exact same except one... Well, actually, you can just do it immediately. There's no reason you have to move and combine on the same tick. And you don't even need to wait for all this to happen. Just grab here. Number 4 does have to wait still, of course. Ho 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 ho! And number 1's complaining about repeats. Let's just buy some time. Grab. I like the configuration. Given where I've specifically put this, I think I'd want it to be the other way. now it's like holding the outside of it. Then in principle, we could simply flail this out and then do it again. This exact positioning is very suggestive of what we could do with this. But it's not perfect. We need more room. Yeah, put the salt there. No. Bonding it is more important to do immediately. Here, then you'll go here, then we can salt it there. 2, 3, 4, reset. Go here. Now just move that over one, please. Thank you. 7. Then it does nothing ever again. Well, it will next week. Good grab, that's good grab. That is an output. I've been talking about this if it does the exact same thing. No, it just does grab, grab, left, reset. That works nicely as a loop. Everything we've built so far, except for numbers 1 and 7, now currently numbers 3 through 7. Now 4 through 7. Need to happen again. And they need to happen 4 before. Okay, they're all lined up for convenience with their ends at the first track. So this should make good. Now we just need to do that surgery I was talking about. And dodge that. One could argue we do the surgery first. Be faster for a loop. Now, important we get this out of the way in time, but we're gonna have to move that anyway. Do we have enough room to put an arm here? I just want to check the clearance on this. Ho 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 ho! Very nice. So debond here. Twist up, bond there. Yes. Number 2, I'm making another number U. You're gonna be number 3, and you're gonna do the exact same thing. Same timing and all. Grab, twist. Then we can go maybe grab. It's tough because if I push with number 9 right now, it will debond this side, which I don't want. Which means better to pull. Grab. put myself in a tough situation here with just moving these out in a safe way. In a convenient way. Clearance here is simply because this moves in. So I could try and pull up, then turn. See how that works. Just a simple this. Then with number 9, grab, pull up, then turn. What does that do for us? The pull up is necessary, which is unfortunate because moving this here to here would be really easy with that. But if you push and this turns up, well, we can't push and turn up at the same time because it's going to be in the way. What if we can grab it from a triangle? Trying to just turn 10 to the left immediately will collide with the water, unless we move it. Other options involve grabbing it from the back side, though that rotates it away from what's good for us. Twist first. Something like this for a second. That isn't too bad. Yeah, this can work. Because all we need to do is move 11 out and then 10 twists a frame later. And that's our bond. This can reset, this can turn right, and then it can just dunk it. Bit of an awkward dunk, but I'll take it. Just make sure everything's resetting. We don't need to reset on time. The loop is already that long natively. I think we're good. It's a massive solution. There are ways to make it smaller, kinda. Just barely get all the important bits on screen at the same time. More so if we do that. Not bad. Pretty fast. Expensive and large, but pretty fast. Okay, that is a full and complete collected works of independent research number 2, in keeping with the spirit of how we've been kind of doing this. This will be next time, but to fill in the gaps, let's do Sigmar's Garden and one of the random future pages. We've already done basic. I say we simply go in order of release and do Quintessence Garden. This one I feel the least confident on, but it happens to have not been that hard most times I do it. Our starting hand is one of 2 forced moves. There's lead. There's... Ooh, okay. Interesting. So to get to 10, we're going to have to cut through this way. Both of our quintessences are nearby, so work to uncover those quickly would probably be removing the fire. These fires too, but then we're going to need to find a new fire. I can see maybe getting this fire clear if we clear out this water with that, and then we'll have another water to go. So we will still be able to quintessence. Okay, lead is there. We can hold off on lead for a little bit. I think the quintessence there are a little bit higher priority. But seeing everything okay, getting air is going to be tough. We're going to have to desalt that. Let's get to the quintessence. Ooh. We're going to have to make some important decisions soon. Water clears up a fire. I can clear this fire and this fire to get an earth and air, which would give us quintessence ability on the board immediately. It would also clear up lead. So with the fire, we'll have this air and water, and we'll have that earth. I like that plan, personally. Okay. Quintessence time. Air, water, earth, and fire is gone. We have another quintessence and a lot less to work with. Tin's here. That's going to require a Vitamorse to get to. Closest Morse I can see is that one. This one is a chicken and egg problem. This one we can get to if we clear out this salt and these airs. Where's iron? Iron is here. I'll get us a free Quicksilver the moment we do clear it out. Are we good to use this Quicksilver on this lead? Is that okay? I think so. If we use this Morse, we'll clearly be cutting out these airs. That'll make this Quicksilver available, provided we go that way. Removing the lead right now gets waters available, which we can clear to get airs available. The moment we get this Vita, we'll have more water to work with. Earth is fine. Fire is not so fine. This one might work. Quicksilver. Clear these waters. Wait for that water. Oh, this will work. These airs. Clear these airs. We can Vitamorse. That'll give us this air, this water, this earth, and that fire. And then we won't have to worry about quintessence ever again in this puzzle. Vitamorse. Quintessence. Water, air, earth, fire. Oh, we've left ourselves with a bit of a conundrum. In order to remove tin and iron, we are going to need this Quicksilver and this Quicksilver. Which means this salt has to go and this air has to go. And that means we're gonna have to salt the air. We're also gonna have to salt, unfortunately. So I think we salt, we salt the air, and then the other air can probably be gotten to quickly by this salt and these two fires once this Quicksilver's out of the way. And we plan to use that one imminently anyway. So I think this plan is a go. Salt. We can start doing the prerequisites already. Clear that. Water can go off the board reasonably safely. Salt the air gives Quicksilver for that, which we want. I'm doing it. Salt the air, Quicksilver here, fire is off the board, salt the air again. Vitamorse. Oh, right. Morse. Vita, Morse, Vita. As long as we can clear the earth safely, we should be good. Earth, Quicksilver, that. All the earth can go off the board. Silver, gold. Reasonable and effective. Okay, so what's in the future that we've... the Sigmar's Guard music is still going. I forget if that's supposed to happen. There we go. Okay. We've done advancements in nautical alchemy already. And if we want to do another half of a thing, we could go to a new era of mining and metallurgy. Though looking at... Okay, what the heck am I going to do for... Oh, man. First and foremost, I don't know if the lightsaber constraint's going to work on this one. In principle, it used to work. It used to be able to work like this. Because we would have had 4 tall. There's a little bit of a wrinkle, though. Let me demonstrate the wrinkle real quick. A few weeks ago, they added an update that lets you do this. Which means, conceptually, we could make a double-sided lightsaber. Which is cool, theoretically, but it means that the lightsaber constraint for this one is no longer possible because of a convenience feature they've given us. What do I mean by this? Ultimately, we're going to have to construct something using purely horizontal translation, especially with how short this is. Because we can't wiggle the compound. Which means that at any point along the compound, we need a place that has all of the same bond in a direction or none in that direction. And the all is a lot less restrictive. Which means to make any pattern of this, there needs to be a point where we put like a bonder as we translate over it. But this compound is so compact with so few bonds in between everything that there's no space, there's no coherent line. Which means the lightsaber constraint in double lightsaber mode is impossible. But wouldn't be if the game hadn't updated yet. Which is a little awkward for my purposes. Meanwhile, they're giving us... Let's see, we want... Just the construction of this is complicated. They want us to split silver, it seems. Split silver, that gives us iron tin. Excellent. But what we want is a bit more complicated. Let's see, one loop of this is functionally 6 objects on each side. 4 iron and 1 tin. This gives us 1 iron and 1 tin. We've got no Oberon Breaker, and we've got no Quicksilver. Solution to that would be to sometimes turn this into gold and then split it. In fact, if I'm running these numbers correctly, it would be... Yeah. We would elevate this to... Well, there is another possibility. We split it into iron and tin, and then sometimes elevate the tin into iron. Let's see what that would do. So, I think 3 iron, 3 tin... 2 of those tin would go back to iron, so that would be 4 iron, 1 tin. Which is what we want. Okay. That's probably a better way of going about it. 3 iron, 1 tin out of that. Then we just need to spool this up twice. This is going to be a long one. I want to do it on this side. Just gonna make these as far from any of the problems as possible. We'll just bring them in however we see fit. Oh, wait a minute. This might still be impossible for the lightsaber constraint because... well, ultimately, these will have to push. I was thinking maybe we could, like, build them kind of overlap each other, but the moment we have one, the other one will, like, collide with it. I'm bailing on this one because I'm sad about the lightsaber constraint. We're going to go to... well, all of these are going to use the metal in a wacky way. You'll, I'm starting to think that the journal's going to start getting real hard now that we're in the future and people like making things. I think I'm just going to have to accept it. Okay, let's start with Prospector Salt. This is pretty simple, and it's just a matter of, hey, you've played Dara Metallica, do it. Do the Dara Metallica thing. And we can do the Dara Metallica thing. Frankly, it's not going to be all that complicated. We just need to make this and then assemble it. Now, the actual bond assembly is going to be a little interesting, but nothing we can't handle, nothing we haven't done before. This is your just baby introduction to Dara Metallica. Customs. Go, reset. We're going to want to do this 4 times. That's a lead to work with. Arm that can either move out or in. And we just say, hey, grab forward, reset, grab backwards, reset, do that again. Getting the water on this is going to be... no, it doesn't have to be iffy at all. Oh. Triple bond here. The plan here will be to then grab it from here, twist while this brings in the water, then we'll have this left hook and then we can spin it out to put it on a salt. That's the idea. So you're a twister. And for added speed, I'd like to do it like this. Because then it can grab early. Grab early, we can then twist immediately. At the same time, some random track nonsense here picks up this water and moves it in. Now we'll put you here, just so we can like turn outwards. So number 5 can reset you, burn, and then reset. So now we know our target for the salter. We will not be getting there at any reasonable speed, but we can simply get there. Ooh, actually, it would be real nice if we could do this. Is there any other configuration that lets us do this type of move? The answer is yes, as long as we make it smaller. Okay, so number 6 will immediately grab... Forgot about the turn. What if it's here? No. What if we ignore that for a second? Here. Yeah, we got time. We can move it over. And then say, just track it over one. Track it over one that way. No, it is track it over this way. And that's because we've made it smaller, but I think we want to make it bigger again. And that gives us the opportunity to salt it on the way. Then we want to twist it this way 3 times. How long can we stall that? Can we stall it so far it actually happens in the future? No. Salt by 1. Really just leave it there for another arm to do. Frankly, just do that. Hello! We're making Prospector Solvent. It's not that complicated, but I am trying to make the movements as clean as I can. And cheaper. That happens. That can reset easily. Number 4. This will also have to redo its thing. Good like that. No, because number 6 is illegally trying to grab stuff again. That's okay, because we're going to stall that? How do we stall that? Too late. Okay, now it's just complaining that there's, like, stuff in the way. That's fine, that's easy. All I gotta do is this. So what's the latest we can pull this stuff? It's almost here. And we want to spin it clockwise, because if we go counterclockwise, the bonds will mess up. Then hopefully we can just go 1, 2, 3, twist. Well, we won't, because the water still needs fixing. Or that much sooner. Can this arm be smaller? It can. Does the water go over this? No, it doesn't. Excellent. And we just do that, up, reset, and then refine for speed. 1, 2, 3. Way too early. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. There's room to make this faster. We could double up this. We could double up this. I think it's fine as is. Pretty good. Yeah, you can see that you can basically have the cycles. Okay, we can do 1 or 2 just to maintain the balance. Make sure we do a half and half. This one scares me, so I would like to do 3. Pig iron. Fancy. Let's do Realgar separation. I imagine there's going to be a Realgar. Oh, this is Realgar. Oh yeah, it is Realgar separation. We're taking Realgar and we're making iron and red arsenic. Cool. So, Realgar separation. Well, we got the 2 Morse and the 2 fires at the ends. We simply need to cleave those off, recombine them. You kind of imagine a situation where we do this via assembly line. Then the middle simply needs to be compounded. Yeah. Cut these free, merge them together, and we'll get 2 iron per. So let's just assembly line this buddy. A big ol' They've given us no track? Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. Oh, nope. Never mind. I'm insane. I keep looking for it in the glyphs. It's a mechanism. I was about to do this completely trackless. Nope. It's easy again. Neum. There we go. So we grab this and then we just move the heck. There we go. We're moving the heck. Step 1, I think, will be to bond these ends so that they can be, like, good together. Then we want to go through a lattice of debonder. Oh, okay. We have to be a bit more discerning with our debonder. See? Ooh. Okay, that's a constraint. Let's start with the bottom. We're gonna start with the bottom. I think doing this might be a bit more space efficient. I've lost my fire. Oh, we do have to drop this second. Ooh. Hey. Thinking about it? I think I want to hold this from the middle. Because right here... you can imagine a world where this just sort of works nicely. Little iffy given our oh, but can you imagine it just going there? We don't have the room for it, but I wish. Frankly, twist them both sides and At some point here, we can deviate from the track. Like, I'm thinking, what if we just stop here? Oh, it's looping, so I didn't see it. Yeah. So, like, at this point, we could theoretically just, like, dip it. I'm imagining a left turn and then stopping. Pretty good. Then we would just spend our time melting this down. And fusing this. Annoyingly, the convenient way to combine these two fire morts is tragically the wrong chirality. I would love to just twist them and then track them in, like along the linear sides here, but that will make the wrong zigzag. So we're instead gonna have to twist these twice, then push them in. Frankly, I'm gonna push them in with pistons just to make the thinking about it a little easier. Principle numbers 2 and 3 would grab just about here. Here. Yeah, one earlier. And twist, twist, push. Oh. Yeah, this one's a problem. We could twist. We could push first with number 3. That works. This one doesn't work because I pushed it the wrong way. This one might be easy to track, truthfully. I got the wrong command on there. Yeah. And then this one can also instead be tracked. There's plenty of clearance on this side. Then this can reset while this turns and then it resets. So going from here, it'll go 1, 2, twist, done. Then all we have to do is separately, while number 1's going about its business, fix this. Not trivial, but it's not hard. Okay, so our objective is to break this down into its pieces and make iron out. Ironically, we've accidentally made a little bit of a, whatever this is called again. Red arsenic. All this would change the chirality. It does not matter. We need to debond this completely. Let's make some space. Grab here. I'm astonished there's enough space to do that. Okay. But knowing that, I'm imagining a machine that, this is the wrong bonder, we want the debonder, can just pick this up I mean, another way to do this is we just double debond it, and then just the quicksilvers are bonded together for some reason. But I'd rather do it piecemeal in a certain way. So four could turn twice, bonding this. While number 5 can, at this exact moment, twist it a bunch? If that makes sense? The idea here is that we can move these over to a quicksilverizer and then in there by force of will. So, going on the timing of number 4 for a second. Oh, wait a minute. This could be even funnier. Like that. The moment number 4 resets, number 6 can pick up, turn right twice, let go, grab, turn left twice, let go. And all the while, seven can grab left, reset, 8 can grab right, reset. Then all we have to do is have 5 turn over 1 instead of doing this double twist thing. We just wait until the chamber is clear. That'll work, yeah? Oh. Oh, it will not, because number 6 needs to wait 2. Right needs to be there, and number 8 needs to... Well, okay, actually there's plenty of space after here. And that's because number 1 is taking forever. And we can't really blame number 1 for taking forever. I think I have an idea on how to make it take not so forever. All we need is 2 number 1s. This would be let go, right, minus, 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 minus. And minus the rest of the way. And what we can do is just double everything. Provided everything else is at least half the cycle of number 1, which it is, we could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Swap this over. Second number 1 will exist here, this exact moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay, well, this is the mirror point. Ooh, no. You want to be going pluswards. Same distance, so it's fine. Not the same distance. Okay, we have a problem. It really does, but I'm so far in it, I'm doing community levels that were officially inundated into the game. So you can trust that a community of fans of the game will be going for harder solutions. We need another here. I'm going to double this so that it's exactly 2 more. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means this can now go over here. Okay, by the logic of this reset, this is the correct length. Just these are distributed wrong. So, remove all orders for number 2 for a second. I just want to see if number 1 loops properly. It does. Because of course it would. And then the first 9 become the back 9. And the back 9 become the first 9. And at this exact point, number 2 would be here. There we go. Now we just need to double up everything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Repeat. You start 2 later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh-oh. Number 7. Actually, this one might be fine. No, it's not. Okay, number 7 is not gonna work for us. Number 8 can go 1 earlier. Which means number 9 can go 1 earlier. Which means this can go again now? We're lost 1 cycle. Oh, right, I haven't repeated the bottom yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've lost a cycle in the movement of number 7, and I'm sad about it. Also, it's not working. Why is it not working the second time? Oh, right, because there's another delay. There's got to be a way to get rid of this excess cycle. And the solution might just be abandoning my cool 7 spin move. If necessary. Which I'm a little sad about, but if it's not going to work, it's not going to work. Yeah, let's just do this with something else. It's a shame, but it's what it is. The new number 7 and 8 will activate when number 5 is done moving. And the question is, what is to be done? Oh, I know no. Yes! We're gonna be funny with it. So then this needs to grab track over reset. And we want to stall this as long as possible. So right before number 5's second drop off. Which is actually when number 6 shows up. So here. Ho 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 ho! Click. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Restart. Okay, next up, we need to move the irons into the output, which is quite easy. Moment we get here, this will turn, reset. Moment we get to here, this will turn, reset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, repeat. This should be a reasonably fast solution. Beautiful. Before I neglect to see it, a little bit of a space improvement I saw. Very good. 57 cycles, cost a little above the peak of the average. Well, I guess the mode. Well, it's just a distribution of some kind. Area is all right. Pretty good. So that is 2. Can we do a third? I'm liking the look of pig iron, though with only 1 space in the middle, we can't do anything too fancy. Oh, what? Yeah, we got a triangle here. Okay. Wait, oh. Almost forgot to fire. This is weird. This is really weird. Because if we divide gold, we're going to get 2 iron. But we need 3 iron and 3 quicksilver, which means we need to use rejection. Oh, I see it. I get it. I get what they want. It's absurd, but I get it. They want us to Take two gold. Divide one into 2 iron and reject the other into 1 iron and 3 quicksilver. Wacky. Never Metallica has really changed the game. So that's going to be okay as long as we can find places to put all of it. And we can. The difficult part is taking all of these pieces and reconnecting them. Now that we know the map, it's as simple as do that. Make this a piston, actually. Like, it's as simple as that, and then we just move some quicksilver off of here. And then we combine it all. There's one thing going for us, and that's that the fire connects to... Okay, for convenience, I see how I want to construct this. I want to construct this out of smaller triangles. I was thinking maybe I would make these lines, but no, I'm going to make the individual triangle. We're going to Sierpinski this. Which means we want to... Our objective will be grab this iron, move it down while we move this quicksilver here. Yes. Yes. Now you may be thinking, hey, wait a minute, this is not the correct bond. We can do better. We can do that. Because then, instead of dragging this down first, we'll drag this down first. Yes, 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 yes. I see it. So, step 1, we set up all of our individual elements. Everything is now in place. What we're going to do is we're going to move this quicksilver, and it's going to keep being here to the right, and then twisting it, and then to the right, and then resetting. So it'll look like... I'm a little early on the draw there. This is good. So we pick it up, move it here, and then twist. At the same time, we grab the fire, move it in, and then reset. At the same time, we're going to have a bunch of different machines moving in that last iron, depending on which one we want. Starting off, we can take this one, move it in. One later. And you'll see immediately what this is doing. It's making... The fires bonded together. I have made a mistake. I have bungled the chirality of this. Yeah, the iron's on the wrong side. But if I do it any other way... then the bonds will be wrong. But the bonds being wrong are fine. So, swap numbers 2 and 4. Forgot about that problem. In that case, what if we did this? I'm a genius. And then that goes there. It resets, and then we do the same thing again. Numbers 2 and 3 can repeat cleanly. But for every time we put an iron on the line, it will be a different arm doing it. Actually, the first time it can be both number 4 twice. So while number 4 does that, we can grab and turn and reset like this. That'll put the second iron in place. For number 4 to repeat once. We're gonna have a collision because I've not put the old triangle piece out of the way, but that's fine. And why not? We can do that. Actually, no. We'll try and construct the triangle here. It's gonna be a pain to... maybe not. We want to build a triangle. It would be just pull down, twist, twist, twist. So the moment number 4 is done, we can... Sorry, number 2. We can grab, pull, twist, 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 reset. That should give us enough time. In fact, that's a perfect loop. I'm wrong. I'm wrong that's a perfect loop, and I'm also wrong about the orientation. We just want to twist it once. So it should be down, twist, down. No, I'm wrong again. What am I doing wrong? Silver, iron, fire. Oh, no, it's twist twice at the bottom. Down, twist, down, twist. No, again. I'm doing something clearly wrong. Is it down, twist, twist, lateral? Yeah, it's down, twist, twist, lateral. Is there a way to do that easier? I think so. You go down, twist, track this way. Enough better with arm 2. No, we can't do arm 2. It'll get in our own way. Unless we're down here? No, we'll be in our own way either way. Maybe up here. Well, then we can't turn it. So grab here. Down would get us here. Wait. We twist once, it'll go here in... Well, then what if we twist it again? Just full rotation. By a second arm. Oh. Maybe wondering what the heck? Here's the heck. I can fix that. I fixed it. It's the wrong spot. Okay. That doesn't have to be that strict. We can do a twist track. There we go. This should make a triangle. It did. Now just do it again. So every time 2's done here, we double up. Ho, 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 ho. Forgot one. Yeah, the final iron needs to move. You can do just like this. Forgot I hadn't done that yet. This one will mess around with number 4 because it's effectively taking the same timing, just on a different arm. Beautiful. We've made a triangle. The bonds of the triangle are wrong, but that's fixable. In fact, I'm going to go maximalist on the bonds and then just do like a 1 trinity step of debonding everything. Oh, but why do that when I can just do this? Beautiful. Beautiful. Oop, I've accidentally recombined one of them. That's okay, though. The final run of this doesn't have to actually do any of this. Because number 8 on the last one should just go out and reset. Actually, forget that. We just keep rotating here. Out. Then this can be the cut. Resetting. You know what? W. You are now a 2 armor. Just to add for speed. That, and... well, this triangle is facing the wrong way, but if we do this... looking good. No, we're missing a bond here. Can we get that while we're 1 step earlier? We do it like this. And we can get it for free. Excellent. Any speed we can gain. A lot of stuff is restricted by number 4, or by number 2. But we can't really slow it down because it's using a twist and a 1 length rotation. So I will keep it as is. That's a solve. Very, very good. Okay, so that is officially half of Volume 108, Issue 2. We do these last 2 next time. And the entirety of Volume 99, Issue 11. So theoretically, next time we can do Volume 99, Issue 12, which will be the finale of the... well... it'd be the finale of the collected works of independent research, but really all of this stuff is already post-Terra Metallica. This came out with Terra Metallica, and then all of these came out in the number of weeks since. And that'll put us 2 weeks, well, 3 weeks behind reality. But we're gaining. They are getting harder, though. I don't know if I'm going to do this perpetually. I would like to do other things. And if it's just going to be, you know, community weeklies. Not to say that's a problem, but I don't know if I have to, like, permanently commit to doing this on stream. It is nice and relaxing, though. Let's clear things up with a lovely Sigmar's Garden 3 Metal Edition. I'm seeing a lead here, which is already interesting. Let's see, lead, and lead. We're going to remove this earth. We do want to remove that earth anyway, because we want to get to this lead. This one will be gotten to by clearing out one of these two salts. We get a tin for free off that. There's a lot of fire to clear, so how about we clear this earth, then we can start working on the fires. Grand fire removal will have to wait until we're cutting through the tins. It's annoying that we only get one of these at a time. Oh no, we can do both. We do everything. But then this fire and this fire will have to merge awkwardly. Is it okay to get rid of this lead and this lead at the same time? I think so. Doesn't give us that many new options. I really want to salt the salt. This may ruin everything, but I really want to salt the salt. And we can air there, we can air there. Leads are out, time for tin. We want to get rid of this tin first because we need this fire to be cleared soon. So this fire goes to... I guess we could split here for double tin. Works, I guess. Split that, this fire goes to that fire. There's only one more load-bearing fire on the board. That's a lot of water in one place. We get to that tin via earth. The tins are about to be done. We need to start worrying about the irons. There's iron here, there's iron there. Yeah, we got to start washing out this water. I know it doesn't help us now, but we need the help. Okay. Tins clear. This iron will get us some more water to clear. And now the water feels okay. Final iron is here, which means we must make a salt decision. Which means we're going to have to check the future. The moment we get rid of that salt, the irons can go off the board instantly. We will have access to this fire to clear that fire, so we should not salt that fire. That's been ruled out. When we clear that iron, this copper and this copper can clear. If we can clear this air, then this earth... Well, this copper and copper will clear. This earth can then go... This air can go to that air. This earth can go to this earth. This water can go to this water. Then this air is stuck. Iron's off the board. This is off the board. This earth is off the board. Actually, this air is not stuck. I think we're safe. I think we can salt the salt. Yeah. Iron's off the board. Copper's off the board. We can do this air and this air without loss of safety. Water's off the board. Copper's off the board. Silver's off the board. Earth's off the board. Air's off the board. Fire's off the board. That was easier than I thought. Excellent. Cool. Making good progress. I feel like as long as we're keeping pace with the weeklies, we're doing all right. Half this down. Next week, there will be this, and then the new one. Which, if you're wondering for the prompt, it's like instruments for this, like instruments for natural philosophy, which is basically saying scientific equipment. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, we'll be at They're building them 5 a week. I'm solving them like 5 and half of 5 a week. We're converging. I think converging would be a cool thing. But that's for another time. We did a solid just about 3 hours, and the ad break is going to start in 20 seconds, so I'm going to end it before that so you don't have to worry about the ad break at all. I'm Exception. This is InTV. Have a good day and good night.